All right, here are 5 things to know as you start your day. Voters in Thomaston are reportedly giving the town initial approval to borrow $3.5 million to help build a new fire and EMS station. According to the Penn Bay Pilot, residents voted 224 to 101 yesterday to finance $3.5 million for the project. This will come with a local tax increase. The next steps will be discussed during a town meeting at 6 o'clock tonight. Councillors are also expected to vote on 5 more proposed projects during that meeting.
The water department in Calais is asking people in that area to limit their water usage as crews repair 3 water main leaks right on Washington Street, Main Street, and Knights Corner. In a social media post, city officials say businesses in the areas are still open. However, they're asking you to avoid the areas if you do not have to drive through.
Smiling Hill Farm is running out of milk bottles, and they're asking you to return the ones you have. The people who run the farm say a bottle order that should have arrived last month won't be delivered until next month. They are not making their coffee, milk, and possibly other flavors until they can get enough bottles back. You can find a list of where to return them on the farm's Facebook page. Remember to rinse them out, and depending on where you return them, keep the caps on. And by the way, you do pay a deposit when you buy those milk bottles, so you'll be getting some money back when you do that.
Heads up, if you were planning to gamble in person for the Super Bowl on Sunday, the betting license for Oddfellows, which is the state's only in-person sports book, has been revoked. The MGC unit says that the license was a commercial racetrack license for the sports betting operation. Owner Michael Chinquette runs that at the Cumberland Fairgrounds and not at Oddfellows. Chinquette says he will appeal that state's decision, and the state said it couldn't comment because it's an active case.
Today is National Girls and Women in Sports Day, dedicated to recognizing the influence and achievements of female athletes like Mainer's Mackenzie Holmes and Joan Benoit Samuelson, just to name a couple. The University of Maine is celebrating female athletes on February 22nd when the women's basketball team hosts Binghamton. The Maine Mariners are celebrating women in sports at their game on Saturday here in Maine, here in Portland. And before we go, we want to remind you to join us today for the Last Cup, which you can watch on News Center Maine Plus on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV. It gets posted each weekday morning right around 8 o'clock. And I don't know what we're going to be talking about today, but it'll be interesting.
It certainly
It
will.
always is.
It always is. Snowfall map real quick, 3 to 6 inches tomorrow afternoon. Slightly more possible near the New Hampshire border and less across the far north. Then we get a couple of days off and then we resume more snow late in the weekend there on Sunday. Probably bigger than the one tomorrow too. Hey, have a great day everybody. It's cold out there. Dress warmly.